Hey, my name is Dr. Nought. This is Sorcery Part 2 by Steven Jackson. And where am I? Where am I, you ask? Oh, we're doing this again. We're down here. Alright. You stand in a cavernous sewer tunnel filled knee-deep with slow-flowing, stench-filled water. It is pitch black. You could be standing on a mountaintop or inside a coffin, except that is for a single speck of light somewhere in the distance. Let's just follow the light. Actually, no. We know where to go. Head from the light. We've done this before. The text is actually identical, I think, or very similar. You make your way up the tunnel away from the distant light. It is slow progress as you creep through the dark, keen not to trip over into the muck. The distant light still grows closer. Whatever it is moving quicker than you. Wait, are we serious? Like, they're gonna be freaking goblins again? Okay, so we've done this before. Blah, 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 blah. Tunnel is filled with goblins. There are not one or two, but a whole army. Something, something, something. Leader steps forward. He should not be here. The goblin declares, "This is the domain of the Man King." Let's just say, let's go. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something different, except that apparently it looks like we have to attack. Certainly, we will drag your corpse to his feet. Okay. So we've done this before. Let's just go insane. Yep. Bye bye. Oh wait, you're not dead yet. You have 9 stamina. How do you have more than me? Ugh, we have to defend now. I was thinking we'd one-hit KO these guys. We might die again. Okay. Oh, lordy. Alright, so that was a misplay. He did take some damage off that. Let's defend. We're messing this up. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We know we just have to get enough, so it's like a 6 or something. Are you joking me? You can't get higher, let's defend. Oh, Jesus. Defend again? Alright, we got this. Alright. Now we're on the same page. I'm not even reading the text because we've already done this. So I'm just gonna try to brutalize myself through this. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh my god, we have three stamina. What? The goblin leader laughs. You are feeling breathless and weak. You can barely stand. The goblins take advantage of this and rush you in great number. You cannot escape. Something moves. Everything goes black. Okay. Right. So let's go back to here. This is stupid. Alright, let's go this way. We're so weak. We need to get our stamina back. You make your way up the tunnel towards the distant light. It is slow progress as you creep through the dark, keen not to trip over into the muck. The distant light grows closer. Whatever it is moving quicker than you. Retreat! Shadows move in the far gloom of the sewers. Let's just not get caught, I guess. You duck into an alcove in the wall of the tunnel. In the distance, you hear the marching feet coming closer. You wait, and within a few moments, the tunnel is filled with goblins. There are not one or two, but a whole army led by a tall, stocky elder goblin and chanting a weird, guttural song. They march straight up to where you are crouching in the dark. 100, maybe 200 of the creatures. What are they doing here, beneath Kharé, inside the city walls? We know what they're doing. You wait in tense silence as the goblins march past your hiding place. At the rear are 2 goblin generals. How many more soldiers does the Mad King want? The first asks the second as they pass your position. Thousands, the second replies, then spits. But he'll get what he gets. That he will, the first agrees, testing his blade on his thumb. The 2 walk on, still talking in muttering voices. The goblins are tramping away up the sewer. So, let's see what this say. Head the other way, follow the goblins. Okay, we know what happens. Over this way, there's a monster. This is... Over this way, the goblins, we might be able to escape. Let's see if we can escape properly this time, because last time we did this, we didn't actually do it properly. You trail along behind the goblins like a shadow. Blah, 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 blah. We've already read this. So, we're going to freeze or we're going to keep up. We're going to keep up the whole way. They don't actually... Yeah, see, I heard nothing. Okay. They don't actually realize we're here. We just have to stay behind them. Yeah, you know one of the lines in Forga's Pride. Found a new clue, but not really. It's not a new clue because we've already done this. Keep going. Yep. Okay. So there's a large chamber. It's filled with goblins, like a ship's hold filled with rats. In the middle of them all, on an improvised throne, sits a man hunched low. He wears a metal circlet on his head. So here we're gonna slip inside. When they go chaotic, we're gonna try making a break for it. That's what we didn't do last time. We actually sat too long. Sit in the hall. Okay, on his throne, the king seems to be sleeping. Let's wait and listen. You wait. The king suddenly coughs. The effect is bizarre. Everyone freezes and looks up. Wait yet. The chamber is suddenly quiet. So wait. You stay hidden. Blah blah blah. He has broken off into a fit of coughing. Wait. You stay hidden and wait. The long journey is nearly over, declares the king, raving with madness, and he keeps talking. Wait one more time. You stay hidden and wait. How much longer do I have to wait and listen to this? His companion silences him with a talon to the arm. So here we go. You stay hidden and wait. Okay. And he cries, we will make this city pure. The king raises a cheer, and the goblins as one cheer back, throwing their swords up in the air. Make a move. No! Okay, they're still in a mess with their swords. Now we make a move. I clicked the wrong button. Completely clicked the wrong button. Creep to a ladder. We're not announcing. Are you joking? Okay, so here's some new text. Finally, 7 minutes into this. Sticking to the shadows, you begin to creep around the perimeter of the hall, aiming for one of the long ladders that disappear up into the darkness. You get about halfway before the goblins nearby turn, pushing at each other, and you are forced to freeze. King calls again for silence, clutching his circlet with one hand. This time the goblins fall silent. Oh, son of a... We missed it. We got halfway there. I think when I misclicked... Actually, here's what we're gonna do. Wait, you stay hidden and wait. Okay, so... The goblins carouse and celebrate. The room is becoming unbearably hot and fetid. Time to go. Let's go. Can we get out? Creep to the ladder. Can we make it? Let's see. I was gonna actually rewind to get up the ladder, but... Creep further around the edge of the hall. The goblin celebrations are turning into a fight. You'll be caught in the middle of it if you can't get out of the way. Can I get out? No! No! Alright. We're rewinding. This is weird, but... No. Stop. Alright, we're gonna go back here. We're gonna do this properly. We need them to throw their swords, and then we need to run. So... Wait and listen. Wait and listen. Wait and listen. Bit of coughing. Maybe we make a move here. Creep to the ladder. City will be cleansed. Make a move. Okay, we're getting there. How much longer to listen to this? Okay. Wait and listen one more time. And then this is when they throw the blades up into the air. What does this say? Reach the ladder base. Are you kidding me? Every single thing is like one tiny step. You cross the remaining strides to the base of the ladder. Once you start to climb, you will be extremely visible, so you must choose your moment wisely. The king calls for silence. Let's get out here. Climb up the ladder. Did we do it? Did we do it properly? Taking advantage of the confusion, you scurry quickly up the ladder. For a few rungs, you are in the open, and must look like a strange, oversized rat climbing the rigging in this underground cell. But you climb fast and quietly and are quickly lost into the shadows overhead once more. Yes! You climb the ladder into a narrow stone chimney, which climbs at angle. After a while, the ladder gives out, and there is nothing but stone above you, and in the distance, a circle of light. I'm not casting a spell, let's just get out of here. Taking your heart in your mouth, you wedge your fingers into whatever cracks in the stone you can find. Pin your feet on either side of the well shaft and begin to climb. The going is slow, and the dizzying drop below is terrifying. You feel whatever confidence you have built up slipping away. About 2/3 of the way up, you realize how much there is still to go. It is as though the walls are moving downwards, rather than you moving up. Does this actually work? Pause and gather my strength. You wedge your feet into tiny gaps and try to pause for breath, to gather your strength and your courage. The climb cannot be too far, and once you are free of it, you'll be back on solid ground. Just a little way to go. Further to go. And having climbed this far, there is no reason you should fall. Having pulled yourself together, you continue the climb. From below, you hear the carousing of the goblin horde. No choice but to keep going. You can do it, come on. Then finally your arms begin to shake violently. Oh my god. You foot slips and you slide a few feet downwards, pushing out with your arms to try and catch yourself. You cannot hold your weight like this, and you cannot get your fingers into the grip of the stone. You are only moments until you fall. Oh my god. You have died from a fall. Alright, here's what we're doing. This is crazy. Seriously. Alright. Alright, so this is after. This is post Thielen or Thetan or whatever the hell his name is. We're rewinding. Alright. Let's go to the low hovel. We're not going into the... Okay, so we rewound like 2 episodes now, but we keep dying, so I really want to finish this story. I honestly think with 3... I could just go and get the hell out of here. Like, I could go all the way back to this North Gate post point in time and just get out, but I really want to try to figure this necropolis out. But before we do that, we really need to get more stamina because... Yeah, we need to get as close to 19. We need to have rations. We haven't had food in a long time. So let's go check this out. You climb the rise towards the hovel. It is merely a tent pitched in a clearing, guy ropes held down by rubble. You stand and hold your breath, but you hear nothing from inside. Perhaps it is unoccupied. Certainly it can't contain much. Alright, let's go see. You step inside the shade of the tiny hovel and your eyes widen. The room inside is lined, floor to ceiling, with trinkets, knickknacks, bric-a-brac, and other miscellaneous stuff. Some is piled up on the shelves, some hangs from the ceiling, even more leans against the walls. There are weapons, pottery, jewelry, domestic objects, magical items, and so on. And apparently something that lives there. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, in the midst of all this mess, is a small bearded gnome, who rubs his hands and greets you as you come in. "Greetings, gnome." "Greetings," the gnome answers enthusiastically. He pats the ground beside him. "Let's see if we can do a little bartering. As you can probably tell, I have no interest in money." The gnome gestures around his little room. There's clearly a lot to choose from, but the items which stand out are a bamboo flute, a pot of beeswax, a bag of goblin's teeth, cloth, skullcap, and a compass, whose needle quivers in a direction which is close to, but not actually north. "What would you like?" the gnome asks. Huh. None of these are ringing a bell as to like some of the spells that we've actually seen that we need. One thing I can do is jump into the spell book. So it requires pebble. Let's see if any of these things are required. I think beeswax? No, sand. Skullcap, nose plugs, black face mask, gold back mirror, which I think we had for a second and then broke. Jewel of gold, stone dust, firewater, yellow powder, gale horn, oak sapling, brass pendulum, jewel-studded medallion, pearl ring, sun jewel, bracelet of bone, green-haired wig, ×2, green ring, crystal orb, holy water. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to this. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. Click. Alright, so what do I want? How about the compass? You pick up the compass. It's not a normal compass, the gnome says. Instead, it'll point you to where it thinks you need to go. I'm afraid it has a mind of its own, and it isn't always correct. And it probably won't work in the countryside outside Kharé either, so I understand if you don't want it. I'll take it. What happens? Actually, let's not. We know we need to. I mean, we know what we want, right? Or, jeez, we know what we need to do. So, what's this about? Beeswax. There's enough in the jar for 3 spells. That's 2 items so far, the gnome remarks, counting on his fingers. Wait, but I don't want the... Alright. That's enough, you say, standing back. All done, the gnome answers. Very good. You took one of mine, so I've taken one thing of yours. I'm very quick. You probably didn't notice me doing it. Good day. The gnome gestures towards the door for you to leave. Wait, what did you take? The gnome looks surprised. Well, really, I have no idea. I'm a kleptomaniac, as should be fairly obvious, and what's more, I couldn't see into your pack when I was taking it, could I? But I'm very fair, and I took exactly the right amount of things, so we're all square. Alright. You head out of the hovel. You return to the junction. So what did he take? I don't think I had any... What are these? Alright. Oh, I have a green-haired wig. Wait a minute, what? 3 quantities of beeswax. I didn't get the compass, I don't think. What is this? Other items. Burnt wooded mask, paper fragment. Torn through and cannot be read. Wow, that's great. 3 gambling chips, 3 gold pieces. I don't actually know what he took. A weapon? Oh, I think he took a weapon. I think he took my best weapon. I don't know, but... anyway. Whatever. Whatever. Things aren't really happening the way I want it. They just seem to be happening to me. Return to the far edge of the wasteland. Ahead, the sun is almost gone and the trees glow with color. Yes, I don't want to go... No! I don't want to go in the necropolis. Can't I go this way? This way! Alright, we're getting... No. Here's what we'll walk through it, but we're getting the hell out. Alright, so... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to climb... We're going to do what we did last time. Climb the ivy. Jump down. Climb into the hole. Continue. Alright. So we know where we need to go, but let's just get out of here, because we're going to die again. We have 7 stamina, which is what we had before. Okay, so you have no intention of wandering between the stones, especially when the path is so clear. You continue along, the way curving between ancient trees and listing stones. Then suddenly you hear a deep moan and the rattle of chains. Something is clouding the air in front of you. It is a death wraith. This land is cursed for the living, the death wraith moans, raising its ghostly spectral arms and holding out bony fingers. You must become dead. If I become dead, can I continue my journey? Get the hell out of here. You don't need to be told twice. You turn and race away down the path to the edge of the graveyard, with the wraith following slowly but unstoppably behind. Oh good. Okay, so we just missed this whole area. Beside the gate is a disused well, perhaps once used to draw water to wash the bodies before internment. Why would I ever pull up the bucket? But we'll look down. You lean over the side of the well house to peer down. It is pitch black, of course, and seems to go on forever downwards. Then, for a moment, it looks as though there is something in the shaft. But a moment later, it is gone. A trick of the moonlight, perhaps? I shouldn't do this. You turn the winch on the side of the well, drawing up the bucket from beneath. It comes to the top, filled with clear water. Is this as fresh as the water from the other fountain you tried? I'm not drinking from this. I'm gonna die. Let's get out of here. The rear gate of the graveyard hangs from its hinges, but not from age. It seems it has been taken apart, maybe widened even to let something through. Beyond is a deep forest. Well, we're not able to go back. I wasn't able to heal. We're just gonna die again if I go through this. Just a la last episode. Just go see what happened in the last episode. We're gonna run to werewolves here again, probably. Yeah. So we've got the ziggurat on the right. We know we've not been here before. Should we just do it, or should I try going and ending this Kharé ridiculousness? I wonder, actually, let me see. If we go this way, let's just ignore the ziggurat for now, or maybe forever. Just not something we want to do. So we walk between the clawing trees and thick bushes. The north gate is finally in sight. You can see its imposing, ornately carved wooden doors over the top of the guard huts, and low buildings that lie at the end of this road. You stride forwards, the footsteps crunching loudly on the gravel below. In a few minutes, you will have reached the edge of Kharé. Something catches your eye. Movement in the shadows on both sides of the road. Torchlight. Yeah, we screamed this. So it's the werewolves again. Say goodbye. We're going the wrong way, so Check in the rear. That's what we did last time. He says, yeah, good idea. We don't want a rear attack. Okay, sure, fine. You think that this wouldn't, like, trigger again because we went through it. But I guess we did go back in time, didn't we? The ground is empty still, goblins, so I guess that makes sense. So, yeah. Straight over to the gate. You reach the other side of the clearing unscathed and stand below the enormous doors. Recite the spell? I don't know the spell. I think these are the last 3 lines. Whatever, this is not right. You stand back to see what effect. Voice has gone silent, let's look around. You look around towards the well. Yeah, so blah blah blah, same thing as happens. Goblins again. Incorrect, the door is sealed. The rest of it plays out exactly as you recall. In the midst of the bloodshed, the ghost appears beckoning to you. Lorag, dude, I can't get the last thing. It seems you were not successful, the wizard remarks. Will you try again? Are you willing to give up the search now? Yeah, I'm actually going to do it, because I want to keep going, and I know this might be the unpopular thing to do, but I'm abandoning Kharé. Getting kind of annoyed. You step back. I'm sorry, you declare solemnly. And I am no one's servant. Lorag seems to shrink a little from your will. Then, he says, I will help you travel past the wall of Kharé, that you may watch its fire burn from safety, and see what your selfishness has wrought. But I will come with you as a curse. There is nothing for me here. You feel Slaying's evil presence leaving you as another takes its place. The wizard is somehow entering your very soul. That might actually be a good thing. The ghost wizard raises a finger embossed with a green ring, or dark green ring, and points at you. A moment later, you are somewhere else, the other side of the gate. Wow. The marsh goblins are streaming over the walls in a flood, and from inside the city you hear the raucous celebration of them and their hill goblin cousins. The yard must already be overflowing. You can imagine them pouring down the streets into the north side of Kharé. Let's just keep watching. More and more marsh goblins are streaming over the wall, as though the backlands were a carcass, split to reveal a host of maggots. Against such a force, no city could stand. Sure enough, you soon see the first rooftop ablaze. By morning, Kharé will be no more. Are you happy, Annalander? Murmurs Lorag in your mind. You turn your back. Your own road lies ahead, through the plains of Badubak and on towards Mampang. The backlands await. You remember the words of the Sightmaster Sergeant as you left the outpost settlement. Once you have crossed the Cityport of Traps, you will enter the backlands. They say that day and night are controlled by forces other than the sun, and from Kharé, too, your progress will be watched. The voice of Lorag echoes in your head as well, calling you coward, traitor, and rogue, and damning you with every step you take. He is your only god now, but he wishes you nothing but ill. Well, that would drive someone mad if that was happening in your head the whole time. But let's go to Badubak. Your journey across Kharé is complete. In the course of your journey, you committed murder, destroyed the Cityport of Kharé, and your spirit guide was replaced by the soul of Lorag the Wizard. You played 2 games of Swindlestones, losing them both. Oh my god. This is like a complete paragraph of my failure. You learnt that silver weapons harm the undead. You collected a couple of magical artifacts, a large lump of beeswax, and a green-haired wig. You are armed with a broadsword and your original sword, and have no rations and 3 gold pieces, and a spellbook. So when you put it like that, it sounds pretty pathetic, right? The adventure continues in Sorcery 3, The 7 Serpents. Out now. Let's save it to the cloud! Spell name. I guess if anyone else wants to play this, you can use my spell name, I guess. If you wanna try with my pathetic attempt at this game. But I have a little notebook here. So spell name is V-I-B-I-K-E. Vibiki, whatever. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Part 2, Kharé, the Cityport of Traps. Alright, we'll let this roll. I don't know if I let this roll for the first one. But yeah, part 3 is out now. So, next episode. What is it, the 7 Serpents? That sounds fun. We're gonna deal with that. So, I will let this go through. So, let's actually, before I say bye, let's talk a little bit about Kharé, the Cityport of Traps. I liked it. It's a cool story. Way too much to do. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that, like, we probably didn't do much of anything. I think I was reading through the description of parts 1 and part 2, and I don't know if it includes parts 3 and part 4, but at least this game has over 500,000 words of text. And yeah, so we didn't even come close to anything like that, obviously. So a lot more to do. We didn't solve the last thing, but I kept dying, so I couldn't get through that necropolis area, and it's kind of unfortunate. So here we go. Book 3, the 7 Serpents. Book 4, the Crown of Kings. I've got all of them, so get ready, because we're doing it all. So next time, though, I'm gonna say bye now, and next time I'll see you in Book 3, Part 3, whatever you want to call it. All right, take care and goodbye.